Hey, what up, Herm?
Foundling, it is a pity to see. Ranger, an outcast, lurking among the shadows of the trees like an animal. You murdered one of my soldiers in the name of
This
a
operation
filthy
encounters the
thief.
count to be
Your
logged
guilt
in.
is clear. Plead for mercy. Ranger, an outcast.
There we go. First time I'd seen that. Hey, what's up, Shaft? How you doing?
It'll take a better snare than that to catch me.
What are you trying today? I mean, I'm just league start practicing now. We are in pure league start practice mode. Just getting our probably acts 1 through 4 optimized as we can.
This is like no sickness I've ever seen. Let's track down this Miller. Another string to my bow. Journey has not been kind to you. Fury! No more.
You didn't like Warbringer? I'm playing Warbringer.
They die the same.
This is like my league start requires muling, so.
Please come inside.
Oh, don't you want to continue the character you have tomorrow? Nah.
There's a bit of you could channel your violence against this devour. If you find a mind out there,
Welcome. I fear this land.
So I didn't mean to go there.
Makes for easy
Yeah, getting move speed boots is pretty awesome from Miller. Like, I do want to, like, get more practice, like, past Act 2, but that specific character I don't mind starting over. Thank you, Sylvan. Okay. Did I not make it solo self-found? Oh my god, I didn't click solo self-found. It's just in normal Fate of the Val League. So I didn't end up doing the mule. I didn't end up doing the mule in the right league. Oh, yes I did. Never mind. I'm stupid. I have mule too. We're good. We're good.
Foundling, it is a pity to see you like this.
Any chats you can make a strength stack Brutus led sprinkler build? I don't know what that is. I don't know what half of what you just said was. I know what strength stack is. Oh yeah, I'm doing a bigger stream than yesterday, Shaft, and I should be at least getting to Act 4. I think yesterday I ended in Act 2 because I went to go watch the DM interview.
Clearfell could be in danger. I'd best hurry.
Hey, what up, Bricky?
Now this might be just what I need.
Oh, I don't remember reading that. I'd have to go look at it. If it's new, there's a chance I play with it. Interesting. Which class do I think is the best for strength stacker? Probably... I mean, I don't know. I've never tried doing, like, the best strength stacker. Doesn't Smith and Katava have something that gives you % increased strength, specifically? So Smith's probably pretty good. Oops. I'm out of Flasks versus Miller. I was too busy reading chat like a bum. We're fine. Block's too good. Alright. Bow time.
Sorry, Brannock. It was me. Or you. Please come.
It's an item that was in PoE 1. It's a mace that gives you fire projectiles emerging from the target you hit and adds fire damage per 25 strength. That sounds pretty cool.
There's a beast up at night. You could channel your violence against this devourer, as Finn calls it. We'd be indebted to you.
The Count must die for what he has done to us.
But that's basically how our league start's gonna go. We're gonna start on a ranger, get that stuff transferred, and then get to play bows from the start. It's just the safest start.
We will survive this.
Most consistent.
I swear it.
I don't know if you guys can hear that lightning and thunder, but it is storming tonight. Yeah, we can heal it? That's funny. Alright, let's go kill Beira. So yeah, this is why the mule start's just so powerful, because like immediately you have a bow, a quiver, lightning arrow, lightning rod, frost bomb, and contagion. It's just... It takes 2.5, 3 minutes to do that. Here's old girl. Alright, Beira dead. Oop. I saw my lights flicker there. If my internet goes out, boys, I apologize. Depending on how long I'd been streaming, might come back online. Hopefully you don't. Because I was looking forward to streaming this character tonight. I want practice. And I want to hang out with the homies. And I have like 5 days left until patch. 5, you guys. And that means less than 5 at this point. That means I only have less than 5 days to convince you guys to play this build. Because you might think I'm being selfish by trying to get you guys to play this build, because I just want you guys to play it. But I'm doing it for you, because this is going to be the best build ever. No off-meta creator has ever failed on League Start, period. So, period. Any leveling changes? Nah.
How deep does it go?
There's nothing better than lightning arrow. Like, once you have Ironbound and any, like, block scaling, armor scaling with it, that bow's damage is so good that, like, it's gonna functionally not matter what skill you use as long as it can pierce and, like, return. But even if it's without piercing, it's just gonna hopefully just be hitting super hard once you got like, really giga block. But, more than likely, you're still playing lightning arrow until Ice Shot. Like, I don't think the prices will skyrocket because, like, people are playing the build, but my worry is at, like, day 4 or 5, it's going to be like a Kalgurin or an Ezomite unique. So there's going to be, like, people who are just buying them out to, like, spam craft on them to fish for the mods. Like, that's what I'm concerned about, is at some point, like, it just goes up in price because of that.
Corruption has twisted it into a nightmare. I need more time.
New practice start? Yep, new practice start. I will probably be doing a new start every single day. If my power doesn't go out today, I'm going to be streaming for probably 5 hours. So, however far we get then, and then some other days will be even longer than that when we need real practice. Oops.
Now this stake to the Karens.
Let me get my guide open. Think I'll be starting martial arts this week? Hell yeah. It looks really good. For sure.
Yes, these are just some odds and ends of mine. Oh, I like this one. It's beautiful. I accept. Stay safe, if you can.
Nice. Good luck with Thorns. Do you think we can use Forge Hammer with Facebreaker? I don't know. I haven't really looked too much in the interactions with Facebreaker myself. I've like looked into it like literally nothing. So I have no idea what its restrictions and limitations are. Hey, what's up, Dirk? How you doing, man?
Cower. There's another. I need more time. Three to come.
Yeah, something like that. Throw a fist. It's hard to say how all those things will work, but
It's been many years.
I try not to like get too caught up looking at too many builds ahead, or like at other builds, and I'm focused on one build, because then I'll like get tempted to not do what I'm doing. So I've been like pretty locked in on this.
It seems no one is safe from corruption.
Like, I talk about how I don't think Ironbound would be expensive on League Start. You know, it's giga niche, right? Like, it's basically the people that want Ironbound are the people who are League starting an Ironbound build. And while I'm sure there's going to be some people doing that, right? That is, like, so niche and limited to, like, very specific classes and builds. Versus Facebreaker, you can do a Facebreaker build on pretty much any Ascendancy. So it is quite possible that Facebreaker is expensive. Hey, what's up, Green? How you doing? But new ritual also changes everything. You know, that's a... Oh. My game crashed? My game crashed. Interesting. There are some people, Protag, who have thrown out some, like, pretty crazy, like, suggestions for what they think could be better than Warbringer. Like, it's pretty obvious. Hey, what's up, Faye? How you doing? Been a while. But yeah, it is very limited to Warbringer, and yeah. Unless literally Fub or someone of Fub category starts playing Ironbound, it ain't getting, you know... It'll be only expensive if it is a Ezomite or Kalguran unique that people are trying to extract one of the effects for. And even then, I don't think it'd be, like, you know, too expensive. I know, the 29th can't come faster. It cannot come faster. And what's so hype is, like... I don't know how many of you watched the DM and Ghazi interview yesterday, but they talked about how there are going to be multiple resets before 1.0. So, we're not just getting a 6-month league with, like, you know, a soft reset. He said they're going to be Farisha type events too. Which is extra hype. Would SF Tactician be a good league starter? Can't decide between that and your Bowbringer. Supporting Fire is very cozy and fun. It's got, like, limited boss DPS, so if you're somebody who's looking to, like, push the hardest bosses in the game, this build potentially has more upper limits. Supporting Fire is very cheap and cozy to, like, play most of the game. But to get its single target really high, it takes a lot of currency investment, and... My stream might, ooh, short breath. My power might go out. I guess I picked the wrong night to stream, guys. I forget what I was saying. Oh, but yeah, minions could be spicy this league. We have, like, the new minion, ooh, a 2-socket short bow. We have the new melee minion stuff. Minions can get rage and minions get melee splash. That alone is a pretty big boost to melee or minion stuff. But then there's like the minion rings and the minion belts. Like minions got some pretty big upgrades this patch. Minion gear specifically might become expensive. Like extra expensive. So if you're wanting to push supporting fire as far as you can go with it, it might get expensive for that. Otherwise, supporting fire is giga comfy. And like I've played it all the way, like I've cleared everything on it in solo self-found, so. But if like that's with like a minute to 2 minute boss fights at the upper level. If you're somebody who wants like 10-second boss fights, there's no way I don't lose power. Holy shit. I've seen my my lights flick like 10 times. But yeah. With currency, how do you scale boss damage with SF? It's just like, it's strictly just like the most expensive thing. It's minion levels and strength stacking. And then of course stuff that says minion damage on it. So like one of the like best things you can do for your build is get like a scepter with +5 minion skills and about 200 spirit on it. One of those is probably absurdly expensive. Well, one of those is probably very, very expensive.
Ominous, but it might hold the runes I seek.
But it's a very good build. Again, as long as you're not somebody who's like, I need 1 second boss fights, you will have a wonderful time with supporting fire. It's a very cozy, comfy build. But it's not like, you know, a Giga Blaster where you're one-shotting bosses and whatnot. Versus this build, like, if things go well enough, like, the upper ceiling on this build is really high. It could have insane boss DPS. That's a bow build. Like, bow builds are stupid. But it's also a meme off-meta build that... I wouldn't call it meme, but it's definitely, like, new off-meta stuff, so... You never know with, like, those builds. 50-50 chance that it doesn't end up panning out, so... If you're talking about between these two, it's tough. Because there's just, like, we don't know if the build I'm League starting. It's, like, a brand new item. And you're playing, you know... a block scaling, armor scaling bow build. Like, that's... You don't really have much to compare it to right now, you know? What's the synergy between bow skills and Warbringer here? It's just the bow I'm using for the build. It's this bow. It's not in the Mobilytics because I don't think Mobilytics is updated with the new database yet. But this is the bow that's getting added in the patch. It's called Ironbound. It has armor, attack speed, and block chance on it. So this is like a bow you're using that gives you passive block, so you don't need a shield to block. But it has 3 cool effects. 1, it gets increased block chance per 100 armor on your gear. So you just stack armor on your gear, and that increases your block chance. And then your block chance makes the bow have more added physical damage. So it gains physical damage as you get more block chance. So this is a cool item in the sense that you're scaling 1 defensive armor to scale 2 defensives, armor and block, and then it also scales your damage. And Warbringer has 75% block. It has the highest possible block chance in the game. Titan can get to 72%, I believe, but it requires an absurd amount of investment. You're talking like an amulet slot, passives and stuff. It requires a lot of investment. Warbringer can get it with just his Ascendancies. It doesn't require anything special. And then the bottom line, also Warbringer helps out with. Arrows return if they have pierced a target which had fully broken armor. There's very few ways we get the return mechanic in PoE 2 right now. So it's cool to have something that gives us the return mechanic. But what's cool about this is Warbringer, they have automated armor break. So you don't have to worry about doing like Armor Breaker 3 or any weird armor break shenanigans to get armor break. But also, Armor Breaker gets imploding impacts, which makes fully broken armor apply to elemental, like all damaged hits from all damage. So like things like Ice Shot or like, you know, any elemental damage will help or will benefit from fully broken armor. And then when you combine all of this stuff with from the passive tree, where is it? Right here. Pass through rounds, projectiles pierce enemies with fully broken armor. So Warbringer automatically breaks armor when it hits things, and then you'll pierce it because you have pierce on armor broken targets, and that'll just like automate the return. You could play this bow on other Ascendancies, but Warbringer gets 75% block and the automated armor break, and armor break applies to elemental damage as well. So it's just a lot of coziness with the Warbringer. But it's not in the game yet. The guide will be updated as soon as it, like, it'll be updated basically every day as I'm doing, like, these practice runs. But, yeah. Where's the bow drop? World drop pool? Yeah, it's just going to be a drop from anywhere. It's a trade league build for sure. You're going to have a live search up, and if you want it, like, within the first, 2 hours of league launch, you're going to need to have, like, a live search up and be, like, spam whispering people. Otherwise, but if you're not playing within, like, the first 2 to 3 hours... by the time you log on, people will have async trade online, and they'll be selling their bows for super cheap at that point. You don't need to have async trade unlocked to be able to buy from people who have async trade, so... What's the base? It's Warden Bow? I probably should have tried. I was yapping too much. I mean, that's certainly a damage increase. Yeah. Not the good rolls, though. I'm not ready. Ooh, rare sharp bow.
Where to keep that?
Better than our current one. Oh no, for 100%. Trust. Trust. Promise you. 100%. You only need async trade. What you're unlocking is Ainge for your hideout, which lets you list stuff to sell. You do not need anything unlocked to buy stuff. What you unlock is her in your hideout to sell stuff, but you can go to anybody's hideout and buy what they have there. So as long as you're not playing the first 2 hours, by the time you're online, there should be plenty in async trade, but before that, you're just gonna have to be, the old sell trade system still exists. So, you just whisper people like you used to. Which I'll have a live search up, and I will be whispering everyone that lists stuff.
Release that which you hold.
He's unconscious. Stay safe. If you can.
You can do it, Kessa. Yeah, Thorns is going to be a little bit weird this patch because of the leech changes. There's a lot of question marks there. I seriously doubt it's dead. but it's definitely gonna be different. Oh, is there a free weekend this weekend? Oh shit, we got a free weekend, hell yeah. I didn't think we were getting one. Because they usually announce those way sooner. Okay, I gotta find Growwood. I haven't found Growwood yet. New teaser with it and a sale? What's the teaser? Is it worth watching? How did I lose a lot of my map? I'd already been through this, but it was like unexplored. Could have sworn I explored the Growwood at some point. Yeah, I did. It's like down here. The hell happened to my mouth? Just shows off the free weekend FX. Oh, I don't care about that. I mean, it's cool, but
for now,
I'm here for bow practice, not to react to things. But yeah, I don't know. I've played Thorns on League Start where you trade for like 30 different items. So we only need, technically we only need one item for this build from trade. But even if you went for every good leveling unique, you would go for Ironbound, Rear Guard. Rear Guard should be one Exalted Orb, no matter what. Like, if it's not cheap, that's crazy. Legion Stride, which, like, nobody's gonna care about Legion Stride. That should be, like, an Exalted Orb immediately. But I might not play with Legion Stride because it has no movement speed. It'd be a big if on if we're playing Legion Stride. And then in terms of body armors, I might try and scoop an early Black Braid if they're cheap. Or maybe a Titan Rot if it's cheap. I have a feeling that my feeling is that armor is going to be potentially the best defensive layer of this patch. So my concern
kill before this is through.
Excuse me, my concern is that armor stuff is going to be expensive since you can upgrade those uniques. And Titan Rot and Black Braid both have fantastic endgame, like, buffs. And if they're scaled up in the terms of their base armor or whatever for late game, they could become expensive base uniques, or like leveling uniques, which is what I'm concerned about. But I think going for both Titan Rot or Black Braid, if I can afford Black Braid, that'll be definitely what I buy. Because I love Black Braid. I've used that, like, as a defensive layer. I've used that to red maps before. I won't be probably strength stacking on this build, but the thing about Titan Rot is it has the highest base armor in the campaign of, like, all the leveling uniques.
I will gladly honor.
And if you can upgrade that at level 30 whatever in Act 3, it's going to be thick. So it'll be what's scaling our, like, base block from armor a lot. So it's like, do I want Black Braid? Do I want Titan Rot? Realistically, I'm probably not trading for either. I'm probably saving... Well, I mean, we'll see. I will probably be stopping and smelling the roses a lot and messing around with the build. And playing with the new league mechanic, but... You know, I'm probably not going to be spending too much currency in the campaign. The must-buys during the campaign is really only the bow. But I will probably be live searching for the bow and the quiver. And maybe Black Braid. Otherwise, I'm not really going to be watching for anything. Is bow faster than maces before you get the Warbringer bow? I don't know. Probably not. If it was, then, you know, speedrunners would do it.
This place.
Looking at armor evasion hybrid here, it could be very good. I'm gonna be trying every defensive. Like I'm gonna be going at even like pure EV at some point. So I'm gonna try every defensive.
The temple shifts beneath my feet.
My assumption is that just pure armor stacking is gonna be the best way to play it. That's just my guess. But armor EV could be very good too.
A fellow blacksmith.
Bad.
Spoils of war.
Comes on pretty early. I mean, it comes on like immediately if you build it right. I have a video on my channel I posted like 2 days ago, Bird, that's like goes over all the basics and stuff like that. You should check it out. But I'm also happy to answer your questions. But I do have guides on my YouTube channel for specifically supporting fire. Already done just because like it's not changing too much, so and I played it so many times in the patch. I want to say like I leveled it to endgame 5 or 6 times across private leagues and hardcore.
I need more time.
Her legacy remains.
I need more time.
I died, I'm bad. Never mind. I mean, they're definitely going to make Culling Strike builds better, Nick, but like, Culling Strike's biggest weakness is single target. So it does help out a little bit with like rares in the maps, but like when you get to, you know, farming Uber Arbiter, right? You know, you can't get the glove effect and stuff. Culling Threshold doesn't really help on a boss that has 24 million life, because you still got to do, you know, 19 million damage to him or whatever. So it's definitely an improvement, but it didn't, like, solve Culling Strike's biggest weakness, which was single target. Which, you know, if you're going to play a Culling Strike build, you're probably accepting that you're not going to be the best bosser. And there's obviously loads of ways to solve bossing. So I mean, they're like, totems are definitely going to be good. The moment I saw that change, I DM'd Rabbit, because Rabbit and I have both, like, played that style of totem build many times, and it was just, like, immediate, like, oh, this is going to be one of the most meta builds of the patch. Like, the moment I saw that, we were both just like, yep. Totems are definitely a safe bet, in my opinion. We don't know. I'm going to guess Crown of the Pale King is not a Calgurn or as unique. Briar Patch might be, but I don't think the other two are. Or, yeah, the other ones are. We'll see, though. I don't know if we'll get that information and data mine it, or we will just have to wait until launch. We'll have to see. Oh, I DC'd again. I mean, yeah, the binds from dodge from sprint is a fantastic change. Again, I think the most balance shifting change is the totem change for sure. Like, totems are about to be giga meta, like, and like Palstron's immediately on it, so that's how you like really know it's about like it's fucking gonna be cracked. But I know Palstron tried to make totems work in the last patch. A lot of people did, and it just didn't work out. Where were we? Oh, cemetery. I mean, I think all the campaign changes are like S tier changes.
This place has not been abandoned.
But yeah, expect to see a lot of, like, I mean, a lot of classes can play totems well, but expect to see Shaman and Infernalist totem builds very high up on the meta. Type exclamation point Ironbound, Facha. Or I'll post it to you after the boss. You can't get it, but yeah, I've got a chat command for it. I think I set up a command for it. Yep, that's it. It's not 100% complete because the Mobiledix database is missing the bow itself, and we're missing like the passive changes and stuff, so it'll be done by launch, and I should hopefully have, I can't guarantee it because I don't know when we're going to get access to it, but I should hopefully have the .build files for the in-game guides done by then.
Your name has long been maligned in Ogem Draven. This
And then over, like, so I think either tonight or tomorrow I'm releasing a video where I'm talking about my plans for the league. I have, like, a video, like, I literally have a list of, like, 7 or 8 builds that I've listed that I'm planning on playing in order. So I have a video coming out either tonight or tomorrow where I'm just talking about those builds and, like, just my plans for, like, the first part of the league until the first reset. And then after that will probably be a, like, Act 1 and 2 guide for the Ironbound Warbringer start. Just showcasing, like, how to mule, how to, like, progress the early game until, you know, we get certain breakpoints. There probably can't be a full guide until, like, I'm playing it, unfortunately, but once the league start happens, there should be it every day at the end, like, before I go to bed will be a day 2 update. Bullshit. But I don't know about you guys. Did you guys watch the Jonathan and Gazzy, the DM and Gazzy interview? I fucking loved it. They are the GOAT of GOATs. The best devs. S tier. Hope it's not there. Not there. That was literally the funniest get good I've ever seen.
I've nowhere to keep that.
Finally, gloves. Oh, boss isn't up there. Might have been up there. Yep, I think it's up there. Well, lucky for us, our bow build is like, unless Fub Gun... Ooh. These are literally the boots that we want for the build if you like want a bot cap. They don't have movement speed, so they suck, but they have block chance on them. So we actually saw a Legion Stride. That's pretty funny. Oh, I meant to put Concentrated Arrow and Lightning Rod. I picked the wrong skill. But we're playing with a bow and a quiver that Fub likely isn't using, and then we're armor stacking, which I assume Fub isn't doing. So we're hopefully safe. Like, the only thing that's going to be influenced is like jewels. If we're using like bow, like, you know, well, depends on what jewels we're using. And, like, maybe a specific, like, projectile-based rune or something. Damn, armor, that's cool, yeah. You think +4 voices is rarer than a mirror? Maybe. I hope it is, if I'm being honest. Is Tactician not being slept on by totems? I don't know if they changed anything about those nodes in the patch, but those totem nodes suck. What spell do you think will be the most meta spell in Totem? It's hard to say. For bossing, Bone Storm is going to be pretty giga.
I'm not ready. Need mana.
But like Spark could be really good. I mean, I think with the changes to totems, you're gonna see just a lot of weird totem builds for sure. But like the meta skills, like all roads lead the Spark, all roads.
Corruption has twisted these wilds.
But I'm sure you'll see every skill in the new totem because the new totem is just so much better. You look at my guide. Do I not have any skill gems? I do. It's crew bill. If I missed your question or what you like ask or something, feel free to re-ask it. I'm really bad at reading chat. You're not spamming.
Is that what's been eating our cattle? Attack! You won't get away from me.
Why does the Tactician Ascendancy suck for Totems? Because the node's poorly designed. There's like might be like some like secret build out there that's like really cracked with it, but like it's just not good. Every time I've tried to do it, it just sucks. Better just play a normal totem build. Will Ironbound be able to upgrade? Yep. It will be.
I need more time. One less danger to threaten our home.
What do you mean lightning rod won't work against single target? You literally see me using it against single target right now. The fart you talking about? I mean, I think it's... Excuse me. I think it's one of the sleeper changes of the patch. Well, not sleeper, like everyone's hyped about it, but like... It's like easily top 3 changes of the patch to me. Being able to upgrade all these uniques. Like, who knows what like build enabling stuff we'll find. But there was like a lot of low-level neeks that were already like kind of good, and now they're just going to be like good enough. Have you tried or seen Incendiary Shot Titan build? I mean, I've seen Incendiary Shot builds for sure. I've never played one. But yeah, I've seen a lot of Incendiary Shot builds. You should have seen it when we had Nova projectiles. Good old Nova projectiles.
This is where the clanless live.
Wait, would you recommend to take crit damage node versus flat damage nodes? I don't know if we're going crit at all with this build. If it's corruptible, I don't know if it'll be corruptible. Sometimes those items like come corrupted, so you can't like. Oops, I did the wrong belt. But yeah, I mean, voices are probably going to be crazy expensive. You going to use Spiral Volley for clear? I mean, that's what I hope to use. Eye Shot could be really good. Lightning Arrow could be really good. I'm going to try everything. But Spiral Volley would be the ideal. I love that skill. It's probably my favorite bow skill. And it probably looks hilarious. But Spiral Volley also like requires investment into like Frenzy Charge stuff, and that might not happen until deeper in the late game. Especially if we're using a fresh crucible. Those might be expensive for Resonance because of Temple not being the main game mode. Who knows how rare they'll be. And that's a pretty popular Flesh Crucible, if I remember correctly. Everybody likes Resonance. Ah! Ah! Where are these damn... Look how much I've explored and I haven't found a single, altar yet. I'm out of flash charges now. I need to find an altar. Uh-oh, am I dead? I might have died. I wasn't paying attention. I was just kind of running in there. I can't believe I still haven't found it. I can't believe I still haven't found one. I can't believe it. The campaign changes are going to be the best part of this patch. Fuck the endgame rework. The campaign rework is what matters more. Have you tried snipe for single target? Yeah. Snipe's great. All three rituals are literally touching tips. We got a centipede of fucking rituals here. I had to clear the whole map to find them. Any of it on the free weekend? Yep, pretty hype. I didn't think we were getting a free weekend, because usually they've announced it way sooner than this. At least that's what I remember. I feel like I remember. It's like it was always announced way sooner than this. But, yeah, I'm hyped for getting a free weekend. I mean, it makes sense that they're putting it on like a giga sale. This is literally their last opportunity to get sales before 1.0 when it's free to play. So, you know. If you haven't bought it yet, you know, maybe 50% off is what does it. Would you sit still, you fucking knob? I blew through all my mana flasks. Oh, I forgot to upgrade my flask, that's why. I'm a bum. There's gonna be a lot of bow shot. Nice, yeah. I mean, if you want to give them money, go for it, for sure.
Thank you.
If you already didn't own the game, you know, hell yeah, get it. Or like, I would recommend, well, I don't know what I would recommend, but, you know, it is going to be free before long. So.
Stick to the care.
I don't know how to ask this if it's in my... This, so...
And 1.0 should have swords. It'll be really good when 1.0.
That hooded fella. Here's what I got. Till next time.
Okay. Nice, yeah. I already own the fragment tab, so I'm good there.
I can put right one thing first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like that either. I hate that I always have to, like, constantly swap my NTX between characters. That's super annoying.
I've nowhere to keep that.
I've stopped buying MTX though because the last time I bought MTX, I bought something from PoE 1, not realizing it wasn't in PoE 2. I don't know why I thought it was in PoE 2, and then I wasted money. Hey, what's up, main resistance? How are you? Yeah, exactly. There's no like database that like says this is a PoE, this is in PoE 2 or not. So I think I bought I was trying to do the B build. What are you talking about, investigation? I don't like freezing salvo. Every time I use it, it just feels like it does absolutely nothing. I have it in my build guide, but I think it's trash. I don't know why. I need to watch how good players use it or something, but every time I use freezing salvo, it does like nothing.
Death is not revenge enough for what you've done.
Oh, I don't mind buying stuff from GG either. I'm basically a giga simp for this company. At this point. So whatevs.
Enter.
Together, we will rebuild.
Be careful.
Our tool. Take a look. We'll find some use for that. How is the anything? Take a Till next time.
Is supporting 5 still good for 0.5? Yep. I just released I updated my build for the patch, and yesterday or the day before, I released a build guide for supporting fire. I'm not league starting supporting fire, but I'll be keeping an eye on the meta and updating it when I can, and then at some point I'm playing it in the league, but it should still be mostly the same and arguably better in the patch. Unless something just like unexpected like breaks the build, you know, like that was not in the notes or database. It's better this patch, so. Scared me for some reason. Minion stuff is always expensive, and it's probably going to be more expensive this patch. Melee minions got some serious love this patch. We don't know if those builds are going to be good, but people are going to be trying to make them good, which will mean more than likely, you know, the +5 minion skill scepters with like a 200 spirit, they're going to be expensive for you, right? Oops. Got myself get stunned there. Oh my god, it put me way the fuck back here because I didn't get any checkpoints. Lovely. Got myself caught in the corner there. I need to upgrade my Flasks. Well, on League of Legends with this build specifically, we're not going to have survivability issues because we'll be armor stacking to increase our damage. So hopefully we should be, like, really good on League Start. Right now, there's just no benefit to, like, armor stack right now, so we feel like extra glass cannon-y. But I think on League Start we should be giga tanky. Especially with the buffs. And specifically in the campaign, for bow builds, your DPS relies heavily on the bow you got. And if we have Ironbound, like, you know, by the time you're in Act 2, it should be pumping out the damage. It should be pumping out the damage. I think I need to go this way, actually. Can you link the MOB? It should link when I do this. Oops. If it doesn't post, there it is. Yeah, that's Mobalytic. That's for what I'm League starting, but if you're talking about supporting fire, type !SF, and that'll link my supporting fire League starter. I'm probably not updating any of my Thorns League starters until I have more information on them. Just because, like, so much is up in the air with the Thorns Leech changes. Like, I'm half expecting, like, a lot of the people that are League starting Thorns to be like, oh, these Leech changes have killed it.
First ones.
Yeah, and he was chasing me down. He was being a real butthole.
Sanity recedes ever further. First ones. What madness is this? Our laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover at first ones. Hear our laments. Sanity recedes ever further into the dark. Shadows hover above us, in the corners, watching and waiting. What sickness has come among us that so unsettles our minds? It sits poised to strike. Nowhere is safe.
There's nothing sacred anymore.
I'll have the dex. So fix that real quick. What did you, the short, say something like 75% block and evasion as well? I mean, that's one of the options. You know, I'm going to mess around with that. In all reality, I think that going pure armor stacking is going to ultimately just be better. I think armor stacking is going to be the best defensive layer, or at least top 2 in the patch. But I'm going to be trying out, you know, 75% block with the evasion. Just because that sounds fun. Will it be the best way to play it? I don't think so, if I had to guess. Pure armor is probably better. But, yeah. Yeah, it's still, like, a little up in the air, Robin, with that, because since that specifically refers to omens as well, like, omens wouldn't drop in the early game one, so it would need a separate line that said, for early game, it drops only uniques. So, like, there's still a 5% chance, but more than likely, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. It's gigacopium. It's gigacopium that it happens. But there is technically, it's still open depending on how you interpret it.
Feel yourself.
Ignited. Are you live on YouTube? Yeah, I stream on YouTube and Twitch. Just in case people can watch on whatever they prefer. Oh, yeah, I'm not starting Chrono anymore. I'm starting this build clearly now. I'm definitely, hey, thanks, Iron Galactus. Appreciate you, man. Chrono's still on my list. I'm actually releasing a video. So, I haven't recorded it yet, but I'm gonna record a video where I'm talking about my league start plans, and let me just show you guys a screenshot of what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about in the video. Let me show it on screen. It will get there eventually. Yeah, I'm releasing a video where I'm talking about my plans for at least the first reset of the league. And Chronomancer is on the list. Something Chronomancer is like 5th on my list of builds I want to do. I don't know if I'm going to do a Thorns Chronomancer. It's either going to be a Thorns Chronomancer or some form of melee Chronomancer. But this is everything I want to do before the first reset. Which we don't know when that reset's going to be. Probably 3 months away. At least. But this is my current plans. Obviously, this is without having all the new stuff. We don't have the rune ward shit, but first character is going to be the Ironbound Warbringer. Then we're probably doing 1 or 2 builds on a Gemling. And then probably something Thorns, or something Chronomancer, or something Witch Hunter. And then something Chalupa. You know. Well, we're gonna do stuff. We got 6 months until 1.0, so, you know. Lots of builds to mess around with. Lots of builds. Yo, that bleed change is going to be really nice in this area, by the way. I'm sure a lot of people struggle here with the bleed stuff. Was it they made it to where bleeding no longer inherently makes you take extra damage when moving? Is that what they changed about it, right? Did something come that turned you off of Chrono? Not necessarily. I had been turned off before we even got the rework. It's just that other things look yummier. Of all the dishes at the table, that one wasn't the tastiest. But for Chronomancer, West Desu, very good player, very good content creator. He is league starting I forget what he told me Chronomancer, but he is league starting something Chronomancer. So if you're wanting to follow a Chrono player, I highly recommend West Desu. Alright, time for the battle with the Simp.
Horrific! They're insane!
Yeah, I'm gonna be doing Quality Gemling is my second character I'm making, and on that list, I listed 2 builds for it. Just because I assume there's gonna be multiple skills I want to fuck around with on it. Like, I'm so excited for Gemling. No news this time. Yeah, where move your head myself. Shut up. You're a simp. Oh, he's out of my lightning rod. Stay in lightning rod, homie. Oriana!
Open the cage! Release the beast! Give me what you promised!
I think not. I expected so much more. Since you are too weak to do the job, I'll find someone who can. Goodbye, husband.
You manipulative whore! How dare you abandon me after all I've given you! I smell your blood, and I am ravenous.
I need more time.
Oh, I froze myself. I'm dead. Woo!
I will take out your heart.
Barely dodge rolled that. Got lucky. Oh. Don't phase.
As night falls, winter's chill. Softly
Bad. I can't believe I'm letting him hit me. I'll let him hit me 3 times now.
Forsaken frosts, as cold as death, of bale as misery. The pack won't forget.
Got hit by that. I have no flask. I love making it harder for myself. Oh, I also didn't upgrade my gem. Still using a level 2 lightning arrow. I'm a fucking bum at this game.
The madness
I am a bum.
consumed my being.
Using 2 blank iron runes too when I've got all this currency.
Used it against me. Beast.
A big
I
old
found
bum.
messages from the desert. From Vestiri. Yes. Find her.
Yeah, that's what these runs are for exactly. That's why we practice. To
But first,
work out those shitty kinks.
stop the madness.
Do minion builds attacks build glory? I would assume no. But I have played no glory builds ever outside of banners.
Return to clear those in our preparations.
And I am very inexperienced in minion builds in general. The only minion build I've really got experience with is like something from 0.2, which is dead, and supporting fire, which is like a weird minion build. I wouldn't really call that a minion build, you know. Hey Cal, are you thinking Ironbound's damage scaling isn't local to weapons block chance? I don't understand the question. I don't do that kind of math stuff.
How can I anything take your fancy?
Thorn's Discord does all my math.
That'll be useful.
But I genuinely don't know what you meant by that, so I cannot begin to answer. All of the math we have done in the Thorns Discord makes it look decent. How are you scaling your Ironbound damage? I mean, through block chance and then through the Ezomite scaling thing. The Ezomite level 35, or, you know, Act 3 boosting bullshit.
Stick to the gun.
And then, like, added damage to attack.
Betrayal. The Countess has escaped with the beast.
Pretty sure it's the character's block chance.
Ended in cataclysm. You must pursue her to the plains of Vastyria.
It wouldn't make sense if it was the weapons block chance.
We should find American.
Nah, that doesn't make sense. It would literally be like a negative, like it'd be a useless bow then.
A culture of warriors.
I am like willing to bet like 100% you're wrong there. But we'll find out Friday. Because of the like 20 people that have been doing math for this build in the Thorns Discord for this build, and like of all the people that have talked about it on YouTube and Reddit, not one person, not one, has hinted at what you've hinted at. And like that just doesn't make sense functionally why it would work that way. It would have like... That just doesn't make sense why it would work that way. But if it did, then, you know, we'll find out Thursday or Friday. We will find out. But you are literally the first person I've heard even, like, suggest something like that. Like, I've heard a lot of people think that the scaling won't be good enough to compare with rare mirror bows. Not even, like, rare mirror bows, but, like, you know, your above-average crafted bow, but... What you're suggesting would make its DPS, like, Garbanzo beans tier. Which... I don't think's the case.
Up there. I'm not ready.
I don't know if there's anything like this in PoE 1 Pro Tag. Not sure. I am not sure.
An ambush. It is done. We should return to the caravan.
Well, even, like, in the best case scenario, there's, like, very little chance the bow's got the damage to one-shot bosses. But in the scenario Pro Tag's describing, it would be a bad bow. It would be an ass bow. And I don't think that's, the like, how it works, because it would functionally be awful. It would have no scaling. Like, it would just be it would be unusable in endgame. And I just, I just don't see that being the case. If it is, then... We got baited! We got baited!
Nothing is set in stone.
Who goes dead? My wares are renowned.
I don't think it's talking local block towards the bow. That would just be like, if that is what it's designed for, then the dev that made it designed that way gets kicked in the balls.
Blessing.
But you know, there's been some, like, dub stuff. Like, if you look at the Gemling shield ability that it got, I forget the name of it, and it's bad. Like, whoever put the numbers on that thing is a fart head. So, you know, they do some goofy shit sometimes, but possibility. But
Blessings.
if I had heard that like 7 times by now or something, I'd be like, uh-oh, maybe, but I don't think that would be the case.
So, with the time.
I mean, I get what you're saying. There is a possibility it works that way, but I think that, like, no. It doesn't work that way. Like, there are, like, items that do function in that way. Like, if they designed that item to function in that way, it is dead. Like, it is not, like, no one should have made the item. That's how bad that damn scaling would be. Like, it would require... Like, already in the scenario we're talking about where Warbringer has 75% block to scale it, its damage is probably not good enough. So, like, there's just no way. There's just no way it works that way. If it does, there's just no way. There's no way. It would be the worst bow. I mean, we have uniques like that all the time that are just, like, completely unusable. So it's not unheard of, but for them to, like, have this patch where it's like, we're trying to make the uniques better, and we're making them level upable, and then you introduce a brand new bow that's, like, just functionally, like, unplayable, that would be not ideal. I don't think it works that way, but we will find out. I'll mention it in one of my videos coming up that it is, you know, a risky option, but I don't think so. That'd be good. Yeah, I didn't think minion attacks would give glory. Because I've never seen a glory skill on a minion build. What do you think about Recoup of Thorn? I did it in 0.2 with Sacrosanctum. It's alright. Who knows if it'll be good for Thorns in 0.5. We are getting a bunch of recoup changes.
These Faradin play a dangerous game.
I mean, if you're not wrong, it ain't the end of the world. I reroll to a Gemling or something, you know. I have had league start. It can't be worse than Miso's last league start. That was the worst league start I've ever seen. So, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Oh, he did some, like... He did some, like, wolf build. I think he did, like, Tactician Wolves or something, and... They were bugged on launch. I think there was, like, a hotfix that made them better. But, he was doing, like, negative DPS the whole campaign. And, on, like, so bad to the point that he re-rolled on day 2.
Something. No need to rush. They shall fear you.
I mean, I even think, like... Dude, there's no way boss companions are good either. Like, there's just no way. I think all the companion stuff has to be bait to some extent. Oh, I mean, DM probably knows it's bait, too. I think he just wants to do fun things with Munko. I mean, it's definitely cool, but, you know. Which one did I like more between cold and fire? I like cold a lot more. Fire was, like, fun at times, but cold was just, like, so much more safe and consistent. Both were fun, though. I would have to say, like, if I were to, like, still be committed to the Chronomancer, I would probably be playing a cold Sork.
The miners. What happened here?
I didn't take my bags. Could have just, Waystone for sure, but didn't. Give me a second. Hey, Raptor. Thanks for the gifted sub. Appreciate you.
Speak up. I've got some trinkets.
Do you know what your league's starting, Raptor?
This could be useful.
This fucking pro tag guy coming into my chat, randomly stressing us out about our league starker. Get out of here, dude. What do you mean? What do you mean, pro tag? What do you mean?
Blessings.
You don't work, dude. How about that? How about that, dude? How about you scale locally? Huh? How about that, pro tag? You scale locally.
Power.
Rip. Like, honestly, like, the thing I'd be sad if it didn't work, I'd be sad because, like, once again, I'm hyping people up on my league starter. This one felt pretty safe. Feels pretty safe, to be honest, but that'd be, like, the saddest thing is be like, oh, damn, everyone that was, like, league starting this, like, if it fails, I'm probably not, like, pivoting to something else Warbringer or something else Titan, right? Like, I'm just abandoning the character, and that's gonna, like, leave everyone else that, like, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's gonna be global block chance for sure. But, if I did reroll, I'd just be like, oh, well, Gemling time. Let's go play Gemling. Yay, you know? Like, Gemling is, like, always gonna be on the back of my mind, just like, whenever we're done with this character, we get to go play Gemling. Which is probably, honestly, Gemling's probably more bait than this build. Ice Shield Wall Titan. Yeah, if you're watching Sork stuff, HVRV, check out Wes Desu. Wes Desu makes awesome sorcery content. Sorcerer content. No. Hard. I got my snipe off late. Wes Desu like that. Yep. Wes Desu is awesome. Really good creator. Rest in peace, Twisters. They're gonna be dead next by 1.0. No problem. Good luck on your leech start, HVRV.
No need to rush. Hello.
Hello.
War Knights.
Let's go become a Warbringer.
Why have we stopped?
The Halani move swiftly.
Yeah, GGG knows better to, like, than to, you know.
Hello.
They gotta make sure Fub and his community is happy. They are a large portion of the player base, so you have to be like,
I hear you.
you gotta make sure bows are
No need
good.
to rush.
Can't have the gooners upset.
Take care. Let us.
I like, didn't Fub say his build got triple chop? I have no idea. I have been so busy on, like, first I was updating supporting fire, and then now I've been, like, focused on this build, so Give me a second. Well, we'll see how Lightning Arrow interacts with the return mechanic with Lightning Rod. Like, there could be interesting stuff with Lightning Arrow. I feel like Lightning Arrow is the least likely we use with this bow. I think it's going to be Spiral Volley for mapping and Snipe for bossing. That is my hope, but... But Eye Shot's obviously good. What are all the bow skills? So Spiral Volley, very likely what I hopefully try to force late game. I just love the way it looks and feels. And then when like you have like Pierce, Chain, Fork, and then all of that's returning, that's just hilarious. Tornado Shot is very likely. Tornado Shot is very, very likely. Hey, thanks, Main Resistance. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for the Prime. Tornado Shot, like, depending on how this interacts with return and stuff, like, you could be doing a Tornado Shot on top of bosses to, like, Giga one-shot them, right? Like, so Tornado Shot is likely in the build, even though it can't be, like, Return Shot, it'll be used in the build. I don't think Rain of Arrows has... Hey, by the way, Kadachi, love you, bro. I don't think Rain of Arrows would work with the bow. I've never used Detonating Arrow. I don't even know how that works. I assume Gas Arrow can't return. So it's going to be something like... You're either playing Lightning Arrow, Lightning Rod, you're playing Snipe, Spiral Volley, or you're playing Ice Shot, Tornado Shot. It's going to be one of those, I imagine. I am, like, again, my hope is Spiral Volley. The one bow build I've played was Spiral Volley, and it is the most fun bow skilled hands down to me. It is the most fun hands down to me. Did you do Pathfinder Spiral Volley? No, I did Richless Spiral Volley. I was playing Doomfletch. Doomfletch is a really weird bow, and I was like lifestyle. It was a really weird build. It was a really weird build. So it's like a weird perspective point for playing bows. Rain of Arrows will probably likely, like, I assume it can't return. So I just assume, like, this will not work with the bow we're playing. Ice Shot, Tornado Shot is, like, the most obvious one where it's going to have potential to shotgun bosses. So I feel like this one is absolutely the best. But is Spiral Volley Snipe good enough to where you can just play it and have fun? Probably, hopefully. Which projectiles from the new Runic Ward skills return as well, or only bow skills? That is a good question, Jolly Burst. That is a question that I've been wondering. Is there either a runic skill that works with it, or is there a runic bow skill that works with it? Like, does it specifically need the, like, it has to be an arrow. So the skill has to either transform one of our shots, so like a support gem, I guess, or it'd have to be specifically a bow skill. You know, if there's a bow skill that can pierce, then, you know, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. But, like, I can almost guarantee you Tornado Shot, Ice Shot. Just because, like, if you haven't seen Ice Shot, it shoots an arrow, and then when it connects, it shatters into a bunch of little projectiles. And all those little projectiles will return. So if you're doing that into a Tornado Shot that's launching additional projectiles, you're going to be fucking just shotgunning this boss from every angle. So it just seems like on paper, Ice Shot should be the best. But if the damage gets high enough, Snipe can carry everything, right? Is SF skill exclusively tagged minions? Yep. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's a weird one. Alright, be right back real quick, guys. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. I can't wait to see this. What, Kadachi? You can't wait to see what? So you're preferring SF bird? If you're gonna choose one of the two.
I need more time.
Woo. Oh, spicy set of rares there to get this temple. You think the new hammer would be worth for SF? You mean Chobber Chabber? If you look at my Mobalytics guide on the last tab, that's the Uber Endgame tab, I currently have Chobber Chabber slotted into it. I mean, yeah, supporting fire is just a build everyone should play at some point. Like, it is a brain off, like, I don't want to say newbie friendly build, but it probably is. It's probably like a new build. Like, I can picture supporting fire, like, down the road is like, are you new to the game? You should check out supporting fire. Like, it's going to be one of those builds, because it is just very cozy. Oh, of course, I didn't mean it like you should have seen it, but, you know, I was just, like, letting you know that, like, yeah, I have seen it, and it's awesome. I mean, it's basically just an upgraded Trench Timbre for the build. So, it's just, like, a net upgrade. Unfortunately, there's no reason to dual-wield Trench Timbre in the build, but using one with a Scepter is going to be better than playing with Trench Timbre. Babala's probably over here, so I'm probably going to have to backtrack at some point. I mean, it's definitely going to be worth it. But should you up it at, like, right away, that level 30? No, it ain't going to be, like, that important upgrade. But at some point, yeah, it'd definitely be worth upgrading. In the new patch, they've added the ability to upgrade uniques. Uniques, like, so Crown of the Pale King's normally a level 16 unique, and it's like, it's really important for Thorns, but it's a problem because it's such a low-level unique. But now in this patch, you can upgrade them and increase the armor and whatnot of them, their base value. He did indeed say uppy. Damn, I got baited. I should have just kept going deeper. So what's your fallback, pro tag, if your league starter flops?
Fear will vest you.
Nice, pro tag. That does sound cool. Part of me is worried that, a lot of people are really hyped about the glove Ascendancy node. And I'm sure for some situations it's cool. But I feel like in a lot of situations it's going to be like, I don't want to use this with the unique that I want for the build, because the base unique is better. Like, I think it's going to be good.
These statues are older
for
than
sure.
anything I've ever seen.
But some people are like, it's the best Ascendancy node in the game. And I don't know if that's the case. Like, the Glove Ascendancy is good, but is it better than Hulking Form? I don't think so.
I'm not ready.
Oh, I mean, of course. That's definitely bait, but... I mean, this build could be bait, too. Listen, anytime you're doing, like, you're following an off-meta build on League Start, that's, like, doing something brand new. Like, literally all it takes is some silly shit like what ProTag made up about it being based off its base block. Like, if that's a reality, if that ends up being real, like, all it takes is one thing like that, and it's like, oh, damn, all your planning, it didn't matter because... ProTag making shit up.
There are 2 more gates we must open.
But yeah, I mean, if something like that happens, and that can happen with off-meta builds, like... Even if it's not, like, even if it works like we hope, all it takes is, like, something being broken in the code. And, you know, you're hosed, so... I mean, for sure, Bird. Whoa. Not, like, everything is viable to an extent if... but if it works the way ProTag thought it might work, then that's not viable, that's for sure. But yeah, most stuff, most stuff. Oh, don't worry, I've embraced the bow. We're league starting a Bowbringer. It's meme and weird, so I'm okay doing meta bows if I'm doing everything else around it meme and weird, you know? You have a skill pick for it? I mean, I'm going to test every skill, you know? My ideal skill is Spiral Volley and Snipe, but I'm going to test everything. You know, maybe there's a new Rune Ward skill that's for bows. Maybe that's got Pierce on it. Where does the block bow drop? It would drop anywhere. It's a level 11 bow, so you gotta be in at least a level 11 zone, I think. Hey, what up, chat? How you doing, bro? I assume we will get data mines, but I don't know if GGG's like actively trying to like prevent data mining, but we almost always do, so I would assume we do. I don't assume we're getting the passive tree until day of. Like, I assume passive tree is literally going to be like, you know, less than 6 hours before launch. You haven't decided on your league start yet? Join the Bowbringer army. Oh, there's so much cool shit to league. There's so much cool shit to league start. It is tough to decide.
He has the beast. I must stop it.
But lucky they guaranteed multiple resets, so it's like we got so much fun stuff to play with over the next 6 months. How's the practice runs going? So good so far. Like, the thing I was struggling with the most was the opener before I started muling. But now that we've added muling to it, it's just like, it's very chill. Like, I'm gonna have no issue on league start with muling. And, like, we never, like, I'm getting good practice despite not having good bows. If we have Ironbound, it should be, like, doing a lot more damage than any of the bows I have, so.
As you wish. Take care. Ah, yes.
I mean, that's one way to do it, Bird. That does sound fun.
You have your orders.
How do you instant identify when talking to the hooded one? I think it's shift click. Pretty sure it's shift click when you talk to him. You shift click on him. Control left click. It's something. It's one of those things that it's one of those modifiers with left click. I just do it like habitually now, so I don't know.
This barren place holds an essence of water. Perhaps it
Control left click is what the bird is saying, so we're gonna go with that. I can't get away from supporting fire. So much fun. I miss Witch Hunter though. It's a good build. It's the only build I updated for this patch for that reason. Like, people just really enjoy supporting fire. It's not for everybody. I definitely can't play it all the time. It's definitely a very like chill build though. I like it for streaming because I just get to talk to y'all. But supporting fire is awesome. Could be expensive this league though. We'll see. Oh, I never killed Babala. That's why I don't have the teleport to her. I was confused. And yeah, I miss Witch Hunter too. I'm not league starting a Witch Hunter either, so that makes me sad. I mean, that would be cool for sure. The totem stuff definitely ain't working. Oh, great. We lost our whole route. I mean, that only buff for, like, common enemies, which is nice, but, Calling Strike's always been a good mapper. And all the buffs it got this patch were for mapping. The Calling Strike's weakness is single target and bossing. Which the gloves kind of help for single target in maps, but they don't help for bossing, so. Calling Strike builds definitely got better. That's for sure. But, they're not about to become meta because of those gloves and that Calling Strike change. Bogod Fubgun checked out the video, said build looked cool. Awesome. Fubgun's coming on my podcast at the end of April. I'm excited to chat with him. Especially after he's end of April. I bet end of June. It's going to be interesting to talk to him about however he's broken the economy. What are your best tiers? What do you mean by tiers? What did I say the second time? I meant June for sure. I think it's like June 25th. Oh, best Ascendancy? I mean, Shaman's still really fucking good. I don't know. I've always been a Titan simp since this game came out. But not many people play Warrior side of the tree still. But I think Titan's fucking awesome for how I play the game, so I'm a little bit biased. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, Witch Hunter could become very good this patch. With Ward, Witch Hunter might be like one of the best defensive classes. I don't know, Abyssal Lich is always like... It's severely underplayed, but... It's so fucking busted. Like, I just don't understand why Abyssal Lich is so underplayed, but I'm also somebody who's never played it myself, so... But it is very fucking good. I don't know, martial artists, like... We could all be getting baited by martial artists, but martial artists has, like, all the stinky signs of a busted Ascendancy. Like, it looks like martial artists could be, like, S tier potential. But I think it might be, like, A tier. I don't know. We'll have to see how OP the glove stuff is. 5 rune slots is fucking crazy. Like, 5 rune slots is crazy. And they're like any slot, right? Like, they're like, you can put whatever the fuck you want in it. Like, that's stupid OP. Missing shots like a bum. Missing dodge rolls like a bum. Alright, now let's go get our Ascendancy. Can't believe I forgot Babala. Can't believe it.
A coin. What is this?
I should pick up that recurve though.
I've no more room.
Agreed, Rekko. That's like one thing we have to see. Time will tell. There's going to be some definitely broken interactions, but like my concern is just like you're going to want to use the glove one way, and then you're going to have that thing. It's like, oh, well, if it changes it to like frenzy charges or something on the gloves, and it's like, damn, I didn't want to do that. So it's like dead for certain builds. And
Do not wander.
but it has the potential to just be freaking unfair. Oh, it's one helmet, one but okay, so it's okay, so it is sorted. That's still really fucking good though. And then the bell stuff and like the echo stuff is just like insane looking. Like it just has so much flair to it.
I will show them how a true
But yeah, it looks very, very good. I'm probably going supporting fire, then probably a rampart, then enroll a witch heart. Windrunner. Cool. Supporting fire is fun, man. Supporting fire is so much fun, so I don't think you can go wrong there. Oh, I gotta rework stuff. Oh, hold on. I gotta mute up for like 2 minutes. I gotta respond to something at my job. Be right back real quick. Okay, sorry about that. I mean, yeah, like, Gemling is absolutely my second character. And again, I'm predicting that I'm doing 1 to 2 builds on Gemling. Like, I am predicting multiple builds. Like, let's just say Scavenge Plating gets a quality boost if that packs Thorns, right? Maybe I level a Gemling with Thorns. And then I swap to something in late game, right? Like, the Gemling is very likely leading to me making multiple characters on it. So the Ironbound Warbringer is number 1, and normally you guys see me play a build for like sometimes 3 to 4 days and I move on. That won't be the case with the Warbringer unless it's really bad. We will be on it for like a week or 2, full clearing the end game and trying to make as much courage as we can. It'll probably be like the end of week 2 or the beginning of week 3 that I move on to a Gemling. Hey, what's up, Addicted? How you doing, bro? A lot of people like Varashta for hardcore solo self-found if it's a caster build. Smith of Katava is pretty good, so is Tactician. If you're looking for like hardcore solo self-found advice, you should look at Blazeworks TV. Blazeworks TV is a really my go-to hardcore solo self-found buddy. There's a lot of hardcore self-found players out there, but I would check out Blazeworks stuff. I think he's league starting a Tactician.
I'm not ready.
+1 for Blazeworks. Blaze is a goat. By the way, I'm going to be on Talkative Try's podcast in 8 days. It's either the Monday or Tuesday of launch week. So it's in like either 8 or 9 days. And then at some point, I'm going on Cyclone's podcast.
Challenge overcome.
So that'll be fun. I love Cyclone. I mean, I love Try too. They're both awesome. But yeah, this week, the podcast, we have Captain Lance on. The week, a bunch of podcast Andes, indeed. Yeah, but this week is Captain Lance. Next week, he hasn't confirmed yet, but it's looking like the week after Lance, which is like the 4th, I think, of the launch week. It's the Thursday of launch week. It's going to be Farmer. And Farmer episodes are always fun. And then after Farmer episode is Palsteron. I don't know if it's 100% locked in yet. Rabbit's the one doing all the talking for that one right now. Yeah, we're doing a podcast with Captain Lance the day before launch. So like, if you're like watching it on Thursday, it'll give you stalling content that day, and if you watch it on YouTube, like the day of launch, you'll have stalling content, you know, leading up to it. Lance and Farmer's so good. I mean, I fucking love both those guys. They are like amazing, amazing content creators. Every time Farmer's on, it's a hilarious episode. I think it's gonna be like the 4th or 3rd time Farmer's on. I think 4th. And then, yeah, after Farmer is Palsteron. And then after Palsteron is Fubgun. And that is our next month of episodes we have scheduled. What up, Rocco? So, we've actually noted something like that, Nandra. Like, at one point, like, we've had DM on, I think, 4 times now. And I think we noticed at one point, I think it might have been the, like, last before time, like, the 2 times ago he was on. That, like, that week he was on, like, 40 podcasts. And we had him on, like, I think it was 2 days before launch. And at that point, like, he had been on so many podcasts, and he was just regurgitating, like, the same stuff he had been repeating on all these podcasts. So, we, like, try and get people on whenever they're not on other podcasts all the time. You know. But what are you gonna do?
Impressive endurance.
What are you gonna do? But yeah, like that's why for this league we had DM on like 3 weeks ago instead of like this week, because we were trying to like get some distance from him being on other podcasts, not because we didn't want competition with those podcasts, but we wanted, like, you know, to have a different kind of like conversation. I don't know, it's weird to talk. It's a weird thing, but you get what I'm saying. I mean, the Bleed Wolf Titan, as far as I know, would function exactly how it did before, if not buffed a bit. If you wanted to do that Bleed Wolf Titan build, I'm probably not updating the mobilytics for this patch, so you'd have to, like, freestyle some stuff. But, Exactly, Nadra. Hopefully that everyone else doesn't start shifting earlier and earlier, but, you know. We're about to have Palstron on our podcast, and he does a weekly podcast, right? So, like, in those situations, right, like, Get Talkative Bro on the podcast, he's been on 3 times. We had him on, I think, 2 months ago. We'll get him on again for sure. I'm pretty sure we're doing a podcast with him at ExileCon, too. Yeah, talking to try. Hope you're doing well, Gerardo. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely on the list of people to get on the pod, Kadachi. The problem, like, I wouldn't say the problem is, but we grew a little bit faster than we, I don't know if wanted to is the right word, but, like, we have people like Pox on already, right? Like, that's crazy we have, like, someone like Pox down to come on the podcast, so it's like, well, we only have one person a week. No offense to you, but this goes to, like, a lot of people, too. You know, Kadachi or Pox, right? Like, you know. So it's just, like, at some point, like, we've had Lex D on. Like, we've had a lot of smaller creators on, right? Like, we want to get you on, Funky Chicken on, West Desu on, Corbin on. That's all coming. It's all, you're all on the list. It's just probably an off-season thing.
I will overcome this challenge.
But yes, like, you are absolutely on the list of people. Like, I have a big list of people of, like, that we are wanting to ask. And your name is on it for sure.
I can't yet.
But the lucky thing about being weekly instead of these other, like, the Palstron and Dreamcore podcast is more frequent now, but most of these podcasts are like every couple months or something. The fact that we're weekly means that at some point, you know, it's easy to get everybody on.
This is proof of my strength.
The funny thing is, I have done this place so many times as Thorns with a shield that, like, this place is brain off easy to me. When I do this place, I just...
I remember from a time. Use that well.
I choose my own.
I have no issue with Sanctum anymore, even as melee. Yeah, I mean, armor, like, you have to use basically block or just don't get hit. Or use, honor resistance. How's League Start going, Cal? Hey, what's up, Panda? It's going good. Like, the biggest problem I was running into originally was, like, the start, where it's like, you're a mace on a warrior. How do you get the bow? Do you pray you get one from Miller, or do you pray you get enough gold from Miller to buy a bow? But if you can buy a bow, you can't afford a quiver. So, like, what do? Do you farm Bara, or do you play maces until you get to Rust King to get the short bow? Like, that was all the biggest headache with the build for me until I just started muling. And muling, it takes 2 minutes to kill Miller on a ranger, and then you get a bow, a quiver, lightning arrow, and lightning rod. And then your league start is, like, completely fine.
Sands guide you. I hear you. Who goes there?
What benefits do you get towards bow on Warbringer over Deadeye? 75% block on Warbringer and the automated armor break. And then imploding impacts makes armor break work with like elemental damage. So like you benefit from armor break with like ice shot and stuff. So those are the two main reasons. 75% block and then three main ranges. 75% block, automated armor break, and then armor break is actually beneficial for a lot of our skills. If you're playing Spiral Volley and Snipe, then you don't need to worry about the elemental damage dipping, but if you're playing Ice Shot, which is likely for most people, then yeah. What do you think about Shield Wall for leveling? I've never played Shield Wall before. Not once. Think your build is going to be a nice league start? The unique should be easy to buy super early? I think so too. I think so too. Unless the protagonist curse comes true, it's going to be a wonderful league start. Like, well, I know like Blaze plays Shield Wall a lot. I know, doesn't Angormus play Shield Wall? Karn plays Shield Wall. I have never played Shield Wall personally. It's like one of the few melee skills I haven't played. Is Karn ever happy with, like, is there a PoE patch in the history of this game that has like had significant buffs to melee? So like, Karn's never gonna be happy until, especially if there's no new weapon. But no, like, I'm a melee main, not maining melee at the start of this patch. Like, it's just because I've played, like, every melee style I wanted to play 1,000 times at this point. I know for a lot of people, new melee weapons don't matter to their experience, but, like, a new weapon... If we got swords, my first 10 builds would have been sword builds. Like, that's how important melee weapons... Like, how important new weapons are to me. And it didn't matter if it was swords. If we get daggers, axes, flails, like whenever we get any of those, my first 5 builds of the league will be using the new weapon. Like, new weapons are very important to me, and I think a lot of the reason why melee sucks ass in this game is because we have, it's like 30-something melee core skills versus over 100 ranged core skills, which... There's always going to be more ranged builds than melee builds, especially since a lot of melee builds end up being pseudo-ranged builds with how big you get your AoE, but... You know, once we have all the weapons in, it'll be a lot better. I forgot I wanted shit. I gotta remember, I want, at this point, for Lightning Rod, or not Lightning Rod, Lightning Arrow, I want to replace rapid attacks with Armor Explosion for clear. But I didn't save the level 2 gem.
Snake woman.
Pass on that, taking too long. Not till we get freezing mark. You gonna try Facebreaker? I mean, at some point, like, a lot of people are super hyped about Facebreaker. I am not super hyped for it. I'm, like, average hype for it. It's like, alright, it's a neat thing, but it's not very high on my list. There are, like, what excites me more right now, which a lot of people aren't really talking about, is all of the low-level uniques that can be upgraded. Like, there's going to be a lot of really stupid builds you can make or just new varieties of builds you can make because we have more viable uniques in endgame. Like, not new uniques, the older uniques. So that's like what I'm most excited for right now, is just getting those uniques, you know? And upgrading them and getting to play with all of them. Like, is Radiant Grief actually going to be okay now? Have you done a Whirling Assault Titan? Not on a Titan. I've done it on a Witch Hunter. I was looking for the temple in this area, but I guess it's up there. I've done it on a Witch Hunter. I love Whirling. I've done Whirling Assault on a Witch Hunter, a Oracle, and a Smith of Katava. So I've done it 3 times, technically. I mean, Hoa's definitely coming back in some form, I imagine. Yep, I mean, we got all the Kalgurin skills, so... How was it on Smith? Well, I was doing weird shit. I was doing Thorn, Smith of Katava, and I was using Cyclone as my, my damage skill. To, like, deliver Thorns. So I wasn't playing, like, the normal Whirling Assault build. I was doing a me kind of build.
I need more time.
Oh, that's bad. Oh yeah, Whirling Assault Titan's really good. I imagine Whirling Assault Martial Artist is also gonna be good. But I did Whirling Assault on a Witch Hunter, and the AoE was still respectfully good on the Witch Hunter too, so... But yeah, Titan makes it crazy.
Impressive workmanship. A shame I had to destroy it.
Yeah, remember farming that guy in 0.1? I remember watching, I think it was a Zizarin video, where he was talking about reset farming that Bob. Oh yeah, Miso did do a Whirling Assault, Abyssal Lich, yep. Both Miso and I did play Whirling Assault. I mean, a lot of creators played Whirling Assault this patch, to be fair, but yeah, both me and Miso did, yep. Yeah, Miso's Abyssal Lich was cool as fuck. I hope the RF staff is, a lot of creators are downplaying it, so... I don't think it's gonna be expensive. Unless, like, someone uses it for the first time and it's, like, immediately one-shotting bosses, you know? But I find that unlucky.
Did they really need all this to prove their faith?
Steel yourself!
I mean, RF Roa is high on my list to try out, but aren't the Infernal Legion nerfs pretty bad? Maybe that was just like people initially overreacting, but from my understanding, RF Roa is dead because of the Infernal Legion nerfs. But if it's not dead, then RF Roa might be my second build on the Gemling. Because I am going to be doing a Gemling as number 2. I mean, yeah, we obviously gotta see them. The assumption is 90% of them aren't gonna be good. But there's gonna be 10% of them. Yeah, I just haven't gotten an amulet as a drop. I skipped 2 of the amulet drops. I've been kind of like autopilot yapping, and I've skipped a lot of the key things, you know. Yeah, I was looking for it in Keth, but then like I cleared like 90% of the map, and where it was gonna be an annoying spot, so I left Keth. You also get a guaranteed amulet in like one of the tombs, Asinius tomb, I think, but I didn't run into it. I've never played Last Epoch. A lot of how that company, because I work in like game development, like there's just like things about how that company operated even before Krafton that I didn't like. In general, I've never been like a big like ARPG degenerate anyways. But then after they got acquired by Krafton, in my opinion, Krafton is like, people hate Blizzard, people hate Tencent and Nesties. No. Krafton is the butthole of the gaming industry. They're the fucking worst. So like even before I was like whatever on Last Epoch, I probably would have eventually played it, but now with Krafton, no thanks. No thank you.
How is she still alive?
Oof. Those were unfortunate exalts. I heard there's some really good stuff about Last Epoch. In general, like, I've never been, like, an ARPG degenerate. Most ARPGs, I, like, very briefly play and move on. PoE 2 is the first one, just because of how the combat feels, the weight to the combat, and whatever. That's, like, what really sucked me into this game at first. So, you know. Last Epoch looks very floaty to me, and that's not what I'm looking for from an ARPG, personally. Just stumbled upon your Thorns Veiled. Would you recommend it for a League starter in 0.5? Not at the moment, no. Leech just got, like, Giga reworked, and it could be fine. Like, Thorns could be fine. It could be normal. It could be good. It might require a bunch of change up in how we build and play it. There's a lot of variables. Even if it was unchanged with so many new bosses, it's a bit risky, but it's hard to, yeah. If you're somebody who only wants to, like, experience the campaign and, like, dip your toes into the end game, Thorns is more than good enough. But my guys are set up for the Leech play style, and we don't know what's going to be good until it's played. And I am not League starting it, so... I think my friend Zeph, he is League starting Thorns on a martial artist, so if you wanted someone to follow, I would specifically recommend following Zeph, just because maybe you can learn at least how he's building defensively. Maybe we're recoup and stuff. But yeah. I would not recommend it personally, unless you're, like, just gonna dip your toes into the end game and, you know, call it a day. But Thorns is S tier fun, but in terms of a League starter for this league, I would put it as, like, D tier. You need to be a Thorns enthusiast to League start it right now. And I would have League started it 99% if we got swords. But I don't want to play Spear and Mace Thorns again, so that's why that's a large reason why I'm not. But it is very risky. But it could be fine, you know. If you're somebody who plays multiple characters, I would wait until your second character. I mean, yeah, if that happens, that does a lot for Thorns for sure, but it's definitely some coat. The ground shudders and the light. Ah, gotcha, Panda. Crown of the Pale King is the helmet. It's what makes Thorns work. Like, required for Thorns. It is Thorns.
This land of the dead has no end.
Nope, same helmet. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to go through here. Wasted 1 point. What are you thinking on them confirming the whole league trees are being full respectable? I think it's great. Let us test stuff. Let us try shit out. Let us play whatever we want to play, you know? I mean, if we free up the helmet slot, it opens up, like, so many different helmet options, you know. For, like, Thorns, you know. It opens Veil of the Night Thorns, like, this fucking big-ass idiot with his elemental resistance aura.
I'm not ready.
Like, there's a lot of possibility with the helmet slot being open, so... Helmets are just really fucking good. Like, if we freed up the helmet slot, I would be very tempted to do, like, Veil of the Night, Combs, Thorns, with, like, stacking recoup. You do that on a Bear Oracle. Sounds really fun. But would only be possible with Veil of the Night. I have no idea, Zyren. I think it's going to be fine, but we don't know because it's an item we haven't played with. Could be really good, could be really bad. Thought the GGG removing +4 from the Vertex? I think it was a good change. It was a stupid helmet. I should out something else, but whatevs.
Ed, you so defiled.
I'm surprised they didn't touch Rockiatas. I mean, I think lineage support gems should be broken personally, so I'm not sure. It's a tough one. It's definitely really fucking good, but if it wasn't really fucking good, that's kind of lame. So we just need more support gems that are really fucking good. One second. Give me a second. I'm responding to some work stuff, and I might need to call it here. Give me a second. Hey, later, Goga. Have a good night, man. Well, we are getting a bunch of new lineage support gems in this patch, right? We're getting a bunch of them, so who knows what they're going to be. Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of power creep this patch, so we'll have to see. Because I've always done grand project farming, I've been able to farm lineage support gems every league, but it's easy when you're grand project farming. Are we getting Kalguran supports too? Yep, Kalguran supports and skills. Pretty sure they showcase a support gem that like consumed a percentage of your ward to add physical damage to the attack or something. Okay, I wanted to do a longer stream, but I do need to end it there, guys. So I'll probably be doing a bigger stream tomorrow for sure, but we're less than 5 days till the launch, guys. So we're getting more hype. Yeah, we're gonna do more league start practice. There's a couple videos I plan to launch. I'll be talking about my league plans. Expect more videos for this build if you're one of the people following it. If not, I'll see you guys either tomorrow or on league start. If I don't, just Thursday is the podcast with Captain Lance. So, always appreciate you guys when you check out the podcast. But you guys have a good night, and I'll either see y'all tomorrow, or if I don't see you guys by launch, I want you guys all to have the best league launch you possibly can, because this patch is going to be fucking awesome. But yep, have a good night, guys. See ya.